So, just gonna go with this one for now. Let's see. Almost full supply on tethers, and let's also see what the inside... Oh. Okay, so this ship has a different loadout from the preview, but I mean that's more or less what normally happens, so let's just start cutting away the side panels, because I don't know, I like peeling my ships like an onion, just one layer at a time. Those are also, yes, those are also grade 1 cut points, nice. That means that one's done, and okay, that's nanocarbon, so can't cut through that. Okay, and that whole thing gets sent to the barge. What even is that? Solar battery, okay. Oh, those are two separate parts, okay. Interesting.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
There are no lower scaffoldings for this, so this whole thing just strips right off, and there you go, and alright! Don't scare me like that!
Valuable object accepted for profit.
Goddamn amateurs blowing up their ship in the background. It's funny that you... It's funny, I think I've only seen that like 1 or 2 other times before. It's basically just a random background event where one of the other salvage yards that just act as set dressing have just a ship reactor go critical, and can be a bit of a distraction if it's in the wrong moment. You go there. Okay, yeah, it's on the right trajectory, so that's fine.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Alright, so... And okay, that's a sensor array. That's... Wait, what? Okay, communications array, sensor array. Just give me some room. I wanna... Okay. Go down there, and...
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Before I break something on here, I'm just gonna take apart the smaller bits off of that. I mean, it's technically probably not gonna be necessary, but...
Salvage deposit registered.
Yeah, I'll have to cut that out from the inside. And same on that side. 225k, the expensive part is apparently the communication. This whole thing is... Okay, so this little small bit is apparently worth twice the amount of the big thing it's mounted to. And excuse me? It seems like one of the mounting points just wasn't connected. Alright.
Account credit applied.
And alright, yeah, great. Another ship with 40 panels on the outside. Oh, that's great. And the airlock is closed, so I'm guessing it's pressurized inside.
Airlock depressurizing.
God, I hate depressurizing ships like this. It's got so many compartments, and yeah. Alright, time to blow up some atmosphere regulators. Alright.
Airlock pressurizing.
Oh. Never mind, it doesn't even let me do that. Alright then. Ooh, hey, filter. Drink. Well, what do I... Okay, so... Wait, the reactor is... Where am I in the ship? The reactor is towards the front? That's a new one. The whole thing's pressurized, so I'm basically completely off the clock because I got the air refill upgrade for the helmet, was it? Okay, so... Nope, this is the back, but the reactor's further forward than usual. Oh god, okay, so air filter over here, so careful with cutting there. Atmosphere regulator, generator over there. Okay, so cryos over there, and reactors over there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna peel out the outer hull before I even think about touching the reactor. Another air filter. And a lot of floating parts. Is that... It's a busted atmosphere regulator. Okay, so that one's already broken. No sense in preserving that, so... Is there a... I'm just gonna assume that the whole bulkhead section on the other side of the glass is unpressurized. And that's gonna be such a mess if it isn't. Alright. Let's depressurize this.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Okay, so the in-between section was apparently not unpressurized, but instead pressurized. Well, that's good to know, but apparently I didn't break anything, so neither on the ship nor myself. Alright, next, open the cockpit. Yep. Okay. Got everything out of the way, and lastly, open the airlock room.
Airlock depressurizing.
Oh hey, well that one's at least not explosively decompressing, because it's got an airlock, it can actually equalize the pressure. But that means I've depressurized the whole ship. Not even that violently, and I guess now's the time to go into the in-between space and cut apart some... Oh, hey, radiation containment unit, radiation filter. Hi there. But yeah, now's the time to just cut apart some of the outer hull so that I can just peel apart the outer hull so I can get easy access to all the systems without that much trouble. And that one's already floating away. Yeah, so apparently something's already putting weird amounts of pressure on the whole thing.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
I mean...
Salvage deposit Deposit
Let me just
secured.
grab that coolant tank and store it safely somewhere there. And then I don't know. Is that? Yep, that's straight up just one single hull piece, so I can yeet it into the processor in one piece. Come on. I know you want to. Okay, yeah, that might take a bit. No, where's that coolant tank? Okay, there it is. That radiation filter is gonna stay there till the very end because, yeah. Excuse me? Okay, so that doesn't want to come out. But yeah, because moving that thing leaves behind contaminated space, and yeah, I don't want to deal with that till the very end when I don't really need to move about the place that much. Okay, so oh hey, broken hull platings on the bottom as well. Wait, okay, wait, this is already. I keep forgetting how this ship type peels apart. It's light enough for me to yeet with the force push thingy. Yeah.
Processor deposit accepted.
Okay, and that means I can also get the thermal spread out of here. Yoink.
Salvage goal obtained.
Okay, so
Rewards assigned.
coolant line goes from here to the reactor, which is 1, 2, 3 compartments further there. Okay, that at least opens up the possibility of just cutting open like the top of this or something to get in there quickly enough to get the reactor out. The reactor is surprisingly accessible compared to the previous couple of ships of this class that I've looked at. Like previously it was just a complete tangle of the fuel and coolant pipes that completely enclosed the reactor, and I'm not getting to the thrusters over here, am I? Oh yes, I am indeed. Okay, so the release valve is on all 3. Never mind, all 2 thrusters. Huh. So that's why this ship looked longer than the other one. It's apparently just slimmer in profile. And while I'm here, I might as well cut free the sensor thingy on the outside. That should also give me an access point into the hull back here. Okay, there's that. Okay, the fuel lines are now inactive, which means that they won't blow up if I accidentally cut into them. Not that I intend on doing so, but the accidental part of that statement still stands, so yeah. Just increasing the music a little bit. Okay, so can I squeeze out through there? It's funny how the jetpack thrusters are sometimes more powerful than the grapple thingy, which shouldn't be the case, but oh well. Yep, it's only got two engines, so yeah, slimmer profile than the previous Ah, right, yeah. Gets slimmer over here, and that's the... And also it's got a straight down profile on the sides instead of the billowing out profile that the other types had.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Alright. What next? So the thrusters are technically loose in there. Just cutting apart some of the structure. Okay, grab the fuel tanks. My basic idea now is just grab the fuel tanks, split apart. This whole thing looks like it's gonna split apart clamshell-like into 2 pieces. And that means probably 2 pieces and the central... It doesn't... Okay, keel. Huh. The central keel, apparently. Like the central skeletal structure. That was a bit scary because pulling close some light things like those lights can go really bad really quickly because they can get a lot of velocity and puncture the helmet. Alright, so 60. Don't tell me this whole thing is one piece. That's... okay. You know what? I'm too lazy to... Nope. It's 2 pieces. But it's still kinda in an awkward spot, so I'm just gonna put a tether there, put a tether there, and it's slowly pulling back. Okay, that gives me access to over here, and right, I did that. Technically I could shut down power now because I think I released the things that I needed to release for the reactor, but
Applying credit to account.
well, the reactor's still active, so
Salvage secured.
don't really wanna lock myself out of deactivating some things or opening some doors that I might need to open still.
Salvage deposit secured.
Fuel tank, thruster. Come on. Are you kidding me? How hard is it to get this goddamn thruster out of here? Okay, there we go. And
Salvage deposit registered.
there's a lamp
Account
there.
credited.
Those things are gonna... Yep, I was right with the clamshell design. Ugh. Those things are gonna chill out in the back of the salvage yard till I probably have stripped down most of the ship, because it's kinda annoying to move those past everything else. But that means I can maybe also just keep the spinal skeletal structure where it is. Alright, cut the airlock loose. Don't blow up the reactor on accident. there. And those are all the cut points there, so... Yep. Yep, that's the... That's the airlock hatch. Control panel goes down there. The hatch itself goes there.
Credits transferred. Object
And the airlock
Credits deposited.
slides out just like that and goes down there. I
Salvage
kinda want to
registered.
just
Transferring
strip down
credits.
those clamshell or those outer layers first. There should be a cut point. Not there, not there. Okay, let's just go one by one. Detach all the cut points for the main structure, and when I have the outer layers peeled away, that should probably give me some insight into what I'm actually doing with the rest of the ship. Like, I already peeled away half the front. Okay, that's the top part down. Oh hey, yeah. Before I forget, just rescuing one light at a time, and 2,700 2.7 tons, and come on. What's still connected there? Oh, right. Yeah, just go there. Use those tethers liberally. That one should be, nope, 70 tons. So that one should be able to just float away like that. Oh, right.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Huh. So that's how you get the panels off quickly. And that was actually a pretty good cut for just stripping off a damaged panel. Oh hey, there's still something holding this to the main structure. And this cuts off there. That should detach.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Yeah.
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Cut off the panel right there. And heat it into there. And done! Congratulations! Where do I cut this now? I don't know. This seems like a good idea to just cut it right at the minimum point for connection. At a weird angle so that it doesn't even leave behind that much residue on the beam itself. Yeah, that detaches properly. Yo, that has a very glowy surface. And that goes right into the furnace. That
Raw
one.
material
Yeah,
deposited. Transferring credits.
come on.
Warning.
Yeah, oxygen low.
reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Oh, you're gonna say asphyxiation is unprofitable. How come?
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen level.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Alright, so that's quite a good part of the ship already stripped from the outside. The inside's gonna be fun. But this cockpit part is actually fully accessible from the front. There's nothing holding this to this or connecting those two, so I can just, yep, I can straight up just haul away this half of the front clamshell.
Salvage secured. Account
If I
credit
find a
applied.
good point to tether to, I guess. Like there maybe. Just right in there, and yeah, the whole thing weighs 10 tons, so 2 tethers. That's supposed to move it. Give it 3. It's not moving. Why is it not moving? What's wrong? Oh no. Oh no. This whole thing is still connected. This whole thing is still connected. And it's connected right there. Oops. But what's still connecting this thing to the whole... Yeah, I don't see how this part of the ship is still connected, so I think that it might have just been the angle of the tether. Yeah, I'm just gonna haul those parts away with the outer shell, so no need to disconnect them from said outer shell. Or if so, then only on one side.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Okay. Maybe disconnected from the outer shell because... Okay, yeah, this is fine, this is fine. But I still have no idea what happened with this part. Did I pull it downwards a bit or something? I don't know what's going on here. Like, it's supposed to just... 10 tons, Yep, 50 tons, 10 tons. This whole thing is supposed to be just completely free of the... Huh. Let me just try pulling it forward a bit. It is refusing to budge, which is kinda odd because it's distinctly a different part of the ship. Huh. Alright. Well, we're wasting tethers on that. Might as well just get more sections of the outside just rolled into the recycler. This looks like I've got this whole thing already ready to go. Might want to pull it forward a bit so it doesn't accidentally end up in the furnace, because I've had that happen a few too many times for my taste.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell's going on with this front bit.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Are we sure that everything's disconnected? So the angle this is technically capable of separating should be straight onward, so how about I just... Alright, let's do something stupid and park it right near the head. It's jiggling, that's never a good sign. Alright, I'm gonna go inside and see if... wait. Yeah, go inside. Where's the inside again? Here's the airlock. Oh hey, free hanging ladder, because apparently only one of those is connected. Yeah, so... Oh! Just as I go looking, it disconnects. How very funny. Oh hey, I need wires. Sorry, that terminal is gonna...
Electrical damage.
Ouch! Yeah, I needed those wires. Ouch!
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
How the fuck is there? Aluminium panel. What is this panel? Where does it come from? Oh, hey. One of the cutoffs from the earlier thing. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for those tethers to time out and then it's just gonna go straight to the recycler. But yeah, I needed wires, so for the ship fixing side quest on the thingy. So yeah.
Salvage is secured. Applying credit.
But yeah, one thing I usually don't bother... No! Okay, that bin goes to the void. Something I usually don't bother with is medkits, because
Credit applied.
if I lose a bit of health, yeah, fine, that's probably gonna happen once or twice, but usually it's not gonna happen often enough that it matters, because the only thing when it because it's either like one or two small fuck ups that I can kinda just walk off, or it's a big fuck up that I definitely can't walk off, but at that point a medkit can't help either, so sure.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
No, where's the reactor? There's the reactor. This thing, 9 tons, there's something else connected to it. Right? 9 tons doesn't seem correct. Oh yeah, there is something else connected to it. There we go. 2.5 tons. And I'm gonna yeet that into the recycler, and I think then that's the point where I can start disconnecting the reactor and hopefully... Oh, still got 26 tethers. That's nice. Hopefully... okay. So the reactor is sort of free now. How's it mounted in there? It is...
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Alright, the coolant pipe is leaking. I didn't intend to damage the coolant pipe if that's in any way possible. Okay, so reactor is sort of sitting there in a stupid, precarious way because... Well, okay, fine. Actually, I can just disconnect all the... Okay, the mounting plate is now free, the upper mounting plate, so that means I can kinda shimmy out the reactor from the top.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Did I just... Okay, I just completely evaporated that that aluminum structure thing for the that shields the reactor because I apparently yeeted it into the rest of the ship. Well, the fragments apparently still traveled into the recycler, but yeah, I'm not sure if I actually got anything from that.
Object processed. Transferring credit.
But yeah, so basically it's gonna be okay, how am I gonna do that with the cooling? I yeeted the light into the recycler on reflex. Alright, good job me.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Right, there's a door console there. That goes there. Not gonna touch the generator.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Thermal plate behind the air filter. The thermal plate is... Excuse me? Okay, I am gonna try to just cut out the air filter and hope the thermal plate disconnects. Oop.
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
It does not. Why does it not disconnect? Also, just want to point out the thermal plate is worth more than the air filter, and I am gonna have to give up one or the other, so... I hate it, but there goes the air filter.
Material deposited.
Okay, but yeah, now I got... Ah. Yeah, come on. How about I just heat the whole thing into the barge so that... Okay, yeah, because that thing
Salvage deposit accepted.
basically splits
Credit
into
transfer.
3 parts, which is just a bit annoying, so might as well just heat the whole thing. Okay, so now I got easy access to the cryo coolant system for the reactor. Get the light out of the way so I don't bump my head. And it's...
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay. Here goes nothing. And the last one after this, the reactor starts melting down, so... Time to leg it. Where's the reactor? Where's the reactor? Where's the reactor? There's the reactor. Grab it, grab it, grab it.
Meltdown detected. Urgent action required.
Yes, yes, I know. Eat. There we go. Whew.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
I mean, I know the reactor's got a fairly decent timer if you do it in the right order, but still, if that thing explodes, the whole rest of the ship is basically just fragments that go straight to the furnace because there's not much left to salvage. Also, the reactor itself is worth like a couple million. Gonna have to look at it after that because I already don't remember how much exactly the reactor is worth. Also, this whole section is at least only 2 compartments wide on this version of the craft, which is great because the version that's 3 compartments wide doesn't fit into the furnace as a whole, which means that you gotta cut it apart, and the last time I did that it basically just exploded outwards and both halves ended up in either recycler for no apparent reason, because somehow like one of those aluminium struts just exploded the whole thing out once because the physics engine decided, yeah, no, I'm gonna be funny today. So there goes that, there goes that.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Right. That one's loose, right? Right. Yep, normal cut points dangling that whole thing up. It's still 4 tons, but that means I can just probably shift it to over there, probably. Just slowly shift it into the rough direction and don't get too close to the furnace, because those things actually have a pull. That means that stuff that gets too close just ends up in the wrong thing.
Processing object. Applying credits to
Okay,
account.
so 3.5 tons, 5 tons, okay, more or less correct, and now I just gotta... Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, that's what I meant when I said the thruster sometimes has more strength than the grapple. Okay, I can still push those things with the grapple, but I just pushed the multi-ton ship part just by accidentally nudging it with my body, and I don't think that's supposed to happen. That tether's gonna time out eventually. That tether has definitely timed out by now, so in you go.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Are you gonna be annoying again? No, you're not. Thank you. And that one can go straight to the processor. Wait. Oh, right. Yeah, no, it can't. Wait. Was that the... I am losing track of what needs nudging where, but yeah, I'm just gonna cut it there and give me a sweet angle on this. Sure. That's almost the whole plate. Yeah, that's almost the whole plate. That can go over there, and the rest goes...
Raw material accepted.
Come on. Yeah, that's... an acceptable loss, I guess. Okay, so... Right, gonna get an oxygen warning in a second, so might as well already go back to refill.
Welcome to Ventatron 9000.
Oxygen levels.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, so... Still got those plates. You can just move those there. Please don't end up in the furnace. Okay, and then it's... Is that only the... It's not only the back part, but... I'm just gonna park those over there. bit out of the way, but...
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Oh no! Wait, there was glass? Alright, yeah, that was the cockpit part. I was wondering where I was getting glass. Actually, while you're flying there, might as well pull you into processor and... Hey, you down there. Same thing. Alright, so with that off the... Alright. Alright, yeah, no. You're not gonna go into the furnace, are you? That would be a real shame. Okay, the other half's still sitting snugly there. Alright, let's start working on those fuses. 1, 2, 3, go. Yoink. 1, 2, 3, go. Ouch. Apparently I mistimed that. And I have no idea where that fuse went, because I just blasted it into oblivion. Oh hey, it's hanging out back there. Yeah, sure. Might as well. Yeah, low health.
Rewards assigned.
While I'm going around, I might as well look if there's like fuel or a med kit inside. There's usually at least something usable in here. But there doesn't seem to be a whole lot. Oh hey, there's a sealed compartment that's gonna blow up in my face if I open it, right? Yeah. Hey, at least that atmosphere regulator isn't exactly... Oh hey, yeah, there is in fact a medkit. Yoink.
Stabilizing.
And oxygen. I'm currently full on oxygen. Fuel would have been nicer. The last couple ships only had fuel but no oxygen.
Credits awarded.
On the other hand, just going around randomly huffing some oxygen that you find on an abandoned ship might not seem like the greatest idea. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, I was in the process of disposing of this and being annoyed that the ship overall moved, probably. Come on, give me that ladder. And there it goes.
Salvage
I can disconnect you there. Yeah, destroyed coolant pipe, but I gotta get this whole coolant system thingy out of here. And come on, move. Yoink. And also
account credited.
still need to cut it loose from here, so there we go. Yeah, I lost another bit of coolant pipe, but such is life. And wait. Alright, yeah, the whole thing's connected to the fuel assembly as well. So that's where that whole mess connects to, but wait, can't I just... No, I probably can't. Okay, let's see if this blows up in my face again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Electrical damage. Lynx
Yep.
recommends avoiding high voltage power sources.
Ah, shut up. Missed the timing again. Gets harder every bit you remove, and you can't actually keep a distance from that because you gotta do it manually. But that also means that this power generator is now safe to remove and doesn't explode or electrically arc everywhere. And down you go. But that also means that the whole ship now has no longer power, and no longer has power, so... Yeah, that means...
Secured.
Okay,
Credits deposited. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
yeah, destroyed a bunch of pipe, but that means I can just... Come on, where's the... Yeah. Just eat that pipe into the recycler. And with that, I currently only have that bit left, which I can slowly push out of the way, and then from there
Valuable object processed.
just
Credits deposited.
hook it up to there. Huh. And now most of the stuff is just the inside of the ship, which... I mean, the ship's already nicely angled to take care of it, because you can just grab, eat. Oh hey! I didn't even realize that there were also small variants of the storage bin.
Credits transferred.
Those would have been nice to move around on some other ships.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Yeah, this is once again a what the fuck is even happening here, but at least it's not stuck in a way that can't be recovered, where I have to cut it in half and hope that at least one half ends up in the right position. And yeah, the scrap from the cut pipe, I know. So, there's the lamp in there, gimme. And lamp. Now we just get to the cleaning up part of the salvage process, which means, come on. Oh great, pushed it around enough that the whole thing is now moving.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
But yeah, basically just... Okay, grab anything that's maybe not explosively gonna move everywhere.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
And small bin by
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Yep. Not gonna happen again. You're gonna stay there.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Also, yeah, looting this whole thing is gonna be annoying. Door panel. Wait, wasn't there like another
Applying credit
air
to
filter
account.
somewhere around here? Don't tell me it's on the... Nope. Well, that means there was another air filter around here. I know that there was. Just gotta find it. Alright, found it. because since I already gotta cut those out, if I want to salvage them,
Salvage destroyed. Please
come on.
refrain from damaging salvage.
what's keeping you there? Alright, it's a table. It's a buggy table.
Salvage deposit registered.
Oh no.
Account credited.
Hey, I freed the buggy table. But yeah, that means I can just grab
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
most of this stuff. That other table stays where it is. I'm just gonna chuck the whole thing into the
Salvage
furnace.
secured.
Yep.
Credits deposited. Salvage
And this is a lot easier to just take this one bit at a time.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Computer terminal and yeah, that's what I meant when I said those things usually split into multiple parts. You get the computer terminal, you get the battery package,
Salvage
and
deposit registered.
oh yeah, the broken atmosphere regulator that came flying out of the room that I decompressed. The things might only be a bit banged up when they
Credits awarded.
get shipped out. Just refurbish them and they are as good as new. Okay, so what else do we have in here?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Not much here. There's bins. There's pipes.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Yeah. Yeah, low fuel.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Oh. Well. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. With me just randomly yeeting stuff into the void.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Anything else? Okay, yeah, that I think that was the one that flew off. It just left the boundary of the map. Okay, so there goes that, and
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
okay, another one. I guess the other one missed too. Well, 2.7% trashed
Salvage secured. Account
stuff
credit
is
applied.
still a lot better than I've had in some other attempts. Yoink.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Alright, there's another door console. Yoink. Another computer terminal, 2 more bins, and I think the bed's in the side compartment. Yep.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Then I just gotta get those 2 coolant pipes out of here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Right, I was wondering what was clicking, and yeah.
Object accepted for
Might have been the radiation filter back there. That also needs to get out of here, so... Alright, 3 pipes. Oop. Anything else? Not that I can see, so... Alright. Almost forgot.
salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Come on, get that pipe out of here. Another door panel.
Salvage deposit accepted.
And
Credits transferred.
I basically want to dump this whole thing into
Valuable object accepted for processing.
the furnace in one big thing, because I think it would be funny. Alright. The fuel gauge blinking at me is
Salvage secured.
getting a bit annoying, so
Applying
I'm
credit.
just gonna... Do I still have any... Okay, I still got that thing back there parked.
Welcome to Venditron 9000.
Thruster
Oxygen
fuel.
level stabilizing.
There's apparently something for the furnace in there. Nope, that's the thruster cap that also goes into the processor. I have no idea why that shows up as red, but gonna move you to the front of the thingy. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have to get out of here? This compartment had beds, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 20k for beds. And another computer. So I think I'm just gonna cut it back there, so I don't have to work with corners, because that means that the whole backside.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
Oh, hey, I still have to deal with corners. Oh well. So... Yoink.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Come on, get that thing out of there, and there you go.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Just to complete everything, let's also grab those posters. That's a table. That can stay in there. Computer terminal. Come on. And there's another bed
Applying
in
credit
there.
to account.
Oh. The used mattress goes into the fire.
Credits deposited.
And that was it, apparently. Another mattress. Right, a door console. Light. And wasn't there like also another poster on the wall somewhere here? Yeah, there. And while I'm at it, might as well grab the oxygen. Okay, so that compartment's now empty. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that light now. Okay, might have missed those computer terminals almost. That would have been annoying.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There's another 3 of those. And
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
that one. And last one.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
And that was that. I do have the door console from in here. Yep. Just making sure. And oh hey, a single loose light. That goes there. That goes there.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
And Alright, yeah, radiation scrubber. Kinda forgot about that. Also, there was still something else in here. Ah. Another broken atmosphere regulator. Right, so with
Salvage deposit secured. Credits
yeah,
awarded.
light. Those are the fuses and radiation filter goes down there.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
And still need to cut this out because that still gives quite a bit of money. Like 200k compared to the 12-ish k that I'm losing from... Wait, seriously? 200k? Huh. Alright, yep, that radiation containment is definitely worth saving every single time. Where am I? Oh, right, yeah. Might want to get that.
Tether supplies are dropping.
Still got 5 tethers, and that should be enough to kind of just balance this whole thing into the furnace.
Stargazer deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Caution. No tethers. Please refill supplies.
What do you mean? I moved that whole thing by accident and now it doesn't want to move. Ah.
Material accepted.
Alright, guess I'll have to cut it apart either way, so...
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Let me have fun with this. And I should probably get away from those demo charges when I'm blowing them up. Oop.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Oh, shut up. And suddenly I got... See? I suddenly got a whole lot of useful stuff by just cutting the whole thing in half. Yeah, burning fabric. Give me some tethers and... Right, I'm gonna burn some more fabric because the whole thing didn't want to go into the furnace at once. Just go in there already, would you? At least now it's moving. And the other part is as well. Oh hey, floating mattress.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Come on. You just gotta get into the pull of the furnace itself. Come on, I know you can do it. See, there we go. Now it's gotten into the pull of the furnace, so it's actually moving. Was that
Accepted.
scrap? I think that was half a table. Did I bisect the table? Huh. Come on. And there goes that part of the ship. Oh no, I forgot the door. Salvaging those doors is usually not worth it, because there's way too much effort in that.
All salvage goals achieved.
All salvage goals achieved, and I still got a giant chunk of ship just sitting there not wanting to go into the furnace. Can you move? While I wait, I might as well clean up, right? Come on. Get into the furnace. There we go. Now it's finally into the pool of the furnace, so it's... Ah, there's... I really did just bisect the table with the explosives. Yep, there was another door in there, but that should be everything now. And yeah, okay. Probably still like a little bit of stuff unaccounted somewhere. Okay, apparently I missed the coolant pipe in there. Oops. Well, still only at 3% damaged or lost stuff. Excuse me? I am currently looking at 4% of the whole ship unaccounted for. How the fuck did I lose? Not sure what I did, but apparently I somehow lost an entire 20th of the ship somewhere. Hello? Is there something still out there? I mean, that's all the stuff that I actually gathered, I think. Seriously. I have no idea what I missed from that ship, but apparently there's a rather large chunk of the ship that just went missing. I've had some stuff going missing before, but never that much. Oh well. I would like to know what went missing, but yeah. So those solar batteries were $250,000 each. Now where does thruster class 2 panel, where does Hellstone that reactor? Okay, so class 2 reactor is 4 million. That was about a quarter of the value that I had at that point, but okay. I mean, 4 million out of 30 million, supposedly 32 million, but I trashed a million of random stuff. And apparently lost another million of other stuff somewhere along the way. I don't even know where. Alright.